Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touch. Back, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yellow, Argolari! It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Choke. Come back! Check out. Attack!
Mahomes now on first down. Dancing to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
I got you. Check out, bro.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Tighten up.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2 big runs here to start this game. How about the offensive line? They came out firing. Great leverage, great punch to get this thing started.
And now this unit on the move already. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
General, Max. Yellow.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marched off another 15 against your squad.
Mahomes now on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes going to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Back's mine. 80 weapons.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Flush to his right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold him to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force him into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
You ready?
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. This is taken at the 18. 51 yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
55. He come. 132 fight. Check. Watch twist. Slam.
Hey, color. 15.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15.
Yellow.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now back to throw. It's complete to Drake. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first down, Drake. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. That's a 38-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down now. It's Drake, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll look to throw. Back back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. 2nd and 4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. They'll set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
15. Protein spell. Check three.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Mahomes on target there to Hill, and he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Kansas City. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he hits Drake. Play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Big stop, let's go. Mike, 53.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Hill on the return. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you. Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium.